going on the back of
like
them.
a birdie.
So yeah, it was pretty fun. Ah! Huh? What? Yeah, okay, my dad is now a bird. He's gonna go fluttering off. Did you guys see that? You happy to see
Do
my
the
dad's
mo.
up? Okay, I think my dad's gone cuckoo.
Oh. Anyway, I'm going to go do a vlog. My son is doing a vlog, and he's going to be putting up a video. So please have a look in the description of this video, and go have a look and like and subscribe to his channel. It's he's called himself Revved Up Junior, and he's doing a little vlog about a little day trip out on this nice brisk cold bank holiday weekend. But I'm going to do a quick vlog because my son, we had these intercom things, but he's gone and pressed some buttons on it, so now we can't actually talk to each other, because we were going to do some kind of joint little vlog. I did one coming here with him, just chatting to him as he's going along, but now we can't talk, so I might as well take this opportunity and make a vlog myself. Which I was trying to do one last week about my Drift Ghost camera, but I got to my work and the blinking battery had packed up, so I don't know how much it had recorded, if it had recorded at all, so I haven't checked, but I knew it hadn't got to the end to what I wanted to say anyway, so I'm going to redo it now. So what I want to say is I've had this camera, the Drift Ghost 4K, now for a year, and I've spent plenty enough time with it to know its little faults and niggles, and some of its niggles at first are the recording on the camera. You put it into record, so you power it on by pressing the main power button, and you press the same button again just once to make it record, and it starts recording, and then all of a sudden it just stops and won't record, and it even jams up and locks up, so you have to actually reset the camera to make it record, because you have to switch the whole thing off again, switch it back on again, and just hope for the best that it's going to record. So yeah, that's the first thing that I ended up having. But one thing I've noticed is that if you have a much better memory card in the camera, like you can get these memory cards now that are a lot faster memory, and a lot of people say like, oh, you need to get a class 10 card. Ignore that. Have a look for a symbol that's on the side of the card, that's like given a V number. Now some of the best ones that you can get for the Ghost camera are going to be ones that are a V 30 or more. So if you can find a card like that that's got V30, that'll have a lot higher data rate than some of these other ones. I'm just having to concentrate because some of this road's quite gravelly and bumpy, and I don't want to get distracted and go through a right big massive patch of gravel and that while I'm riding along with my son on the back. So yeah, trying to use my concentration a bit. It's all lumpy bumpy gravel, it's asking for trouble, but here we are down to 31 now, so it's a lot more comfortable speed, more of a speed that we shouldn't hopefully have any issues. So that was like the first bit of trouble. Now the second bit of trouble, which was a real big concern of mine, is how not waterproof the camera is, and the quality of some of the build on it, the quality of the buttons, and the covers over like the USB bits. They are not waterproof. They're really not waterproof. What I've ended up doing on my mic thing on the USB is using some mouldable rubber called Sucru to mould round some kind of shield to try and make it waterproof for that connector. But also I've noticed that the buttons have failed, and this is one of the big main things. My main power button, inside there's these little metal round disc things that are on top of like electrical contacts that are what cause the button to go click and on and off and stuff. Build up some speed again. And mine failed. The actual little metal bit came off the metal contact and was just floating around under the rubber housing bit. And so I peeled this rubber housing back to reveal how little protection them rubber buttons have got for allowing water in. Now your warranty on the camera doesn't cover you for anything like frost and all this kind of damage and water ingress. It's like, well, your camera is going to allow that. It's going to allow frost damage. It's going to allow water to get in, unless you've got it in some completely sealed plastic case. Then it's going to get it. And the frost and that, you know, you could be riding in like say 2-3 degrees Celsius weather, but if you're doing 60-70 miles an hour, that's probably like -10. So it's going to be frost. It's going to be cold. It's going to be dampy. Dampy, is that a word? And yeah, you're going to get frost on it. So unless you keep it indoors and hardly use your camera, the warranty isn't going to cover it. And drift and that, I was only 1 month out of warranty on my camera, and I said, look, this button has failed, and they go, oh, sorry to hear that. But they wouldn't repair it because they don't do repairs. They wouldn't exchange it even though it was only just 1 month. I thought, you know, maybe Drift, maybe one of those companies that, you know, they'll look after their customers, and they'll say, right, okay, just send the camera in, we'll have a look at it and we'll replace it, you know, if needs be. And you know, sorry this has happened to you, because our cameras should be action cameras. They should be capable of taking the few little knocks and bumps and all types of weather and stuff. But oh no, they said the only thing we can offer you is a 20% discount on a brand new Ghost 4K camera. And I thought, no, I'll turn you down, I think, because if I was going to buy another camera, I think I'll end up going for a GoPro instead. One of the new Hero 7 cameras. Because they probably might be a little bit more rugged than the old Drift at the moment, until they sort their stuff out. I can hear my son say, come on, get around him. It's only a kid, kick him off his bike. Right, so yeah, the Drift Ghost 4K camera has been causing me some issues, but as you're watching this video, I have obviously fixed the issue. And do you know what I ended up doing? This tiny little contact, yeah, and if it does happen and you peel back that rubber button stuff, be very careful you don't lose the little metal-y button thing. It's a little dome button, and it is absolutely tiny, and you could quite easily lose it, and if you do, well, that's your camera stuff then. But I didn't lose it. I got a little bit of sellotape, stuck a sellotape over the little metal-y button poppy thing, and positioned it over the metal contact that it should be on, and stuck it down in there, Got a pair of scissors, just trimmed the sellotape a little bit round it, put the rubber button housing back over the top, and hey presto, the camera switched on and has been working, touch wood. But what I'm probably going to do is make sure I seal that rubber button thing with some Sucru stuff to make sure that it's not going to let in water and all sorts, because at some point I'm going to be riding through all the rain and muck, and I don't want all that to get in there and then the button to fail again. So I want to make sure that it's in there properly and it's nice and sealed. Oh, so that's my boggle with the Ghost Drift 4K camera. These little issues are fixable, but it is a pain. It is a pain. I haven't tried the better card with it. I'm still using a card that is a lot slower, and it does occasionally lock up. But one thing that I found, if you switch the camera on and don't immediately press it straight away to record, just allow the thing to blinking warm up, switch it on, let the green light come on, just wait a few seconds and then press the button just once, gently, nice and once, just to make that start recording. It sometimes actually behaves itself, is what I find. I think if you're a little bit abrupt with switching it on, switching it off and stuff, and if you haven't switched it off properly, another thing as well, don't switch it off to actually shut it off to stop it recording. Press it once gently to make it trying to not put my feet down. Just press it once just to stop it recording so it's still on a green light, and then wait a little bit again, a few seconds, to sort itself out, because it's probably still writing to the card. Let itself settle down, and then press and hold the button down, the power button, until it goes off, and do it that way. Don't just, you know, as soon as you come to a stop, you press and hold that button just to power the camera off and to stop recording at the same time, because I think that causes potentially some errors. And also doing a very short little one, so say like you've pressed it, so you pressed it into record, and then you thought, oh, I don't want to record it, what is it going to record? And then you're going to press the button again to stop it, and then you're going to shut down, and it's only recorded like a few seconds, and that, I think also that causes issues, short little clips, because I think what it is something to do with the sequencing. It's writes a file that remembers the sequence, the numbers of files that record on there. It's a bit like file of content thing for computers. It remembers what was the last file, what was the last file's name, and the date, details about it and stuff like that, and it then, you know, keeps that information for creating the next one in the sequence. And if that information hasn't been recorded successfully, then what it'll try to do, and I think what causes the error, is that it tries to start recording another one with the same file name and details as what the file is that you previously had on there last. And because it then goes long, and then as soon as it starts buffering the file information to itself after a few seconds, that's when it cuts out, and that's when it says, hang on, no, there's a file that already exists like that, I'm not recording over that because I can't buffer to that file, because it's not a temporary file, it is a completed proper file, it's a closed out file, and it will not allow you to save that file out properly and start recording on a new one. So making sure that each file is recorded properly, I think is will help you not to have problems with record errors and stuff on the Drift Ghost camera. And as I say, I need to try the a V30 card in, the micro SD cards that are rated V30, or even a V60 if you can afford one. And yeah, see if they make some kind of a improvement. Anyway, that's my vlog, my moan about the Drift Ghost 4K camera that I wanted to do. So hopefully this is recorded on my Drift 4K camera, and I can get this video out. And see you in the next vlog. Hopefully it won't be too long. I don't think I'm going to get another video out this week because I'm going to be working from home for a few days, and I'm also not going to be on the bike because the weather has been quite bad. Where are you going? People don't indicate. They stop in the middle of the road and don't indicate what they're doing. Wakey wakey. Right. See you in the next vlog. Ta-ra. Oh yeah. I always forget this. A lot of people always make sure that they do this, and they even put up fancy graphics. Like and subscribe to my video. If you don't, you're a plum. So please like this video if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. And subscribe if you want to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, then there's plenty more videos on and channels on YouTube to go searching for. So happy days for everyone, really, isn't it? There's enough guff out there, isn't there? If you don't want to carry on watching mine. Bye bye.